What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 242, and we start today's episode off by seeing a successful negotiations page. During the summer transfer window, we brought 4 players: Ferranetti, Bartley, Butland and Sterling, and we sold Liali, Nyland, Ninkov, Baker, DePaula, Spearing, and we also loaned out some players featuring the Mosquitoes, Packwood, Anderson, Meekings, and Kane, and Marshall also got sold as well. So quite a lot of players departed our club during the summer transfer window. We brought in 4, but to be honest, the squad looks really good. It looks absolutely fantastic. And this year, I did say in the last episode, I definitely feel as though we should be able to retain our Premier League and the Champions League as well. Obviously, there's a very long way to go, but I definitely feel as though we should be able to win both of those trophies again. And hopefully this year we'll be able to win the FA Cup as well. We haven't won it since returning to Millwall, as we now come into our 3rd season here since returning back. And hopefully we will be able to win it, because it would be great to win a treble, wouldn't it, in what could be our last season of the career mode. You know, being able to win the league, the Champions League and the FA Cup would be fantastic. And of course, adding to that, we've already won the Community Shield and the Super Cup as well. And of course, there's another trophy to win possibly in the Capital One Cup. We've of course won that 2 years in a row. So imagine if we could win all of those trophies. That would be 6 trophies in one season. 6? Yeah, I think so. So that would be pretty goddamn incredible, wouldn't it? But still, we take a look at the squad report there as we enter the new month. And you can also take a look at the full league table as well. 3 games in, 3 wins. We're in 2nd place behind Spurs by just 1 goal. And, you know, this year I think it's going to be the exact same as last year. I think whoever wins the Barclays Premier League title, it will be either Spurs or Millwall. I can't see it going to anyone else. Spurs, our former club, have a fantastic squad. We got a fantastic squad. I think it will be between one of us two. Here's a look at our Champions League group. We've got Porto, we've got Molde, and we've got Galatasaray as well. So yeah, very decent Champions League group. I think we should be able to go through. But I'll say as well, why is it always that Galatasaray are in my Champions League group? Every single time I go into the Champions League, I always seem to face up against Galatasaray. Whether it's in my next gen career mode or this career mode, I always seem to get Galatasaray drawn with me. I don't know why that is, but anyway, we had a couple of European qualifiers here with Portugal. Of course, we're the world champions now, and we've got the European qualifiers. And the first 2 games were against Finland, which we won, and also against Scotland, which we also won as well. So 2 wins from our opening 2 games in the European qualifiers, and then we saw that we have a youth player that wants to terminate his contract. Callum Bunn wants to leave the club. He's got 63 to 67 overall, 80 to 86 potential. Actually looks quite solid defensively. A left back, left-footed, 6'2". He looks actually okay. So we'll offer him a contract, but to be honest, even if he turns it down, I don't really care. But Guterres wants a new contract as well. So our club captain wants a new deal. He wants to get 110 grand a week. And I'm sitting there thinking, really, that's a lot of money. But even so, we'll give him 100 grand, and we'll wait and see what he says first. If he rejects it, then we'll just add the other 10 grand on in the future. But he's got 2 years and 10 months left, so I'm not really worried if he turns it down straight away. But anyway, we take on Spurs here for the first and only game of today's episode. So we take on our former club at the Den in what is going to be one of the earliest and biggest games of the season here. We take on currently the league leaders. We're in 2nd place. Our former club, Spurs, currently leading the way. And as I said a minute ago, you know, this is going to be one of the this is probably going to be the only side that could possibly you know, win the title this year if it's not going to be us, because I can't see any other squad doing it. You know, Spurs have a great squad that we built for them, and yeah, it's going to be a massive game, no doubt about it. And of course, it is definitely going to be one of the biggest games of the season. So we take on Spurs here, and the first chance would fall in the 8th minute. Christian Eriksen finds Nasa Pli here down the centre. He keeps on going and takes aim, but it's a good save by Ferranetti, and we just about managed to get the ball away. So Ferranetti called into action early on, and in the 18th minute, Gareth Bale collects the ball for Spurs, slides it through towards Andros Townsend. Townsend gets onto his left foot here, gives it to Nathaniel Shalova, who strikes it, but thankfully it goes wide of the post and out for a goal kick. So Spurs having the early pressure in this game, but in the 35th minute, see Oxlade-Chamberlain win the ball for us and find Kelvin. Kelvin finds Scott Triggs. It's a great ball over the top towards Oscar Polo. Polo strikes out, and Oscar Polo finds the back of the net. So with our first attack really in the 35th minute, it is our striker who gets the goal. He drills it past our former goalkeeper Nicola Liali and makes it 1-0 to Millwall. So in a massive game, we're 1-0 up early on, and I'm very pleased with it. It was a great finish by Polo as well. I don't know what it is about half volleys on this game, but they look so sweet, you know, they really do. And that's a fantastic finish. Quick little touch, hits it on the bounce and finds the bottom corner. So our former goalkeeper Liali is beaten, and we're 1-0 up. And in the 40th minute here, you see Spurs Spurs have a corner, but Ferranetti denies the header, and I saw the man running on the radar there, so I launched it forward towards Oxlade-Chamberlain, who gets the better of Nathaniel Klein down the left hand side, goes through one-on-one and finesses it past Liali and makes it 2-0. So 2 goals scored in just a few minutes. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain gets the goal. It was basically an assist for Ferranetti as Triggs takes him down on the halfway line there. It's Millwall 2, Spurs 0. Liali is beaten for the second time in the game, and yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic finish by the Ox. I just quickly turned inside there, finessed it into the corner, and it's Millwall 2, Spurs 0. So what a fantastic first half we were having. Spurs did have a couple of chances, but we were playing quite well on defence, and we were 2-0 up as we were going into the break. So fantastic 45 minutes here at the Den, and yeah, Ferranetti had an assist to his name as well. We were playing very, very well indeed. We were 2 goals up at half time in a massive game here at the top of the table early on in the season. But in the second half, Spurs tried to hit back pretty much straight away, and in the 55th minute they had a good chance here as Gareth Bale collects the ball. He chips it through towards Julian Draxler, and unfortunately Draxler, the German, does indeed make it Millwall 2, Spurs 1. So Draxler gets the goal, and Spurs are back in the game here at the Den. So very nice finish by Drax as well. Bale chips it inside and he runs off the back of the defender, quickly chest, and a lovely little volley into the bottom corner as well. Great take by Draxler past Ferranetti and makes it Millwall 2, Spurs 1. So Draxler gets Spurs back in the game. In the 61st minute there we had a corner, we crossed the ball in towards Gutierrez. It's cleared away, Bartley finds the Ox, who strikes it on the volley. Good save by Liali, and then he denies Diaz, Eric Diaz header as well. So a couple of great saves by our former goalkeeper, and it's still 2-1. And in the 67th minute, Nathaniel Shalova finds Lamela. Lamela finds Bale. Bale takes on Kevin Bartley here. He plays the ball into the centre, and Draxler makes it 2-2. So 2 goals for Julian Draxler, and Spurs have came from 2 goals down to level the score here with 23 minutes to go. Both goals being scored by the German Draxler, and what a fantastic goal it was. Again, it was the same outcome, you know. Bale crosses the ball in, and Draxler puts it past Ferranetti, this time with his head, and it's a great header by Draxler. He loses the last man, he loses his defender, loses the man marking him, and heads it into the bottom corner of a great diving header. So Ferranetti is beaten for the second time in the game. Another assist for Bale, another goal for Draxler, and it's Millwall 2, Spurs 2 as Ferranetti collapses to the floor. 4 goals in this fantastic game, and it's 2-2. And directly from kickoff we tried to get ourselves back in the lead. I really wanted to win this game, not just draw it. And from kickoff, Shaw takes it round his man down the left hand side. He keeps on going, a really good run by Shaw, gets into the area, gets past his man, keeps on going, but like an idiot I tried to chip it over Liali because I thought he was going to smother his body and go to ground. Instead he stood big and has a simple save. So easy catch for Liali, and it's still 2-2. But from the kick out, Triggs wins the header, and it comes to Chamberlain. Chamberlain finds Oscar Polo. Polo collects the ball, slides it back inside towards Oxlade-Chamberlain. A great chance here, the shot saved by Liali, and then Kelvin with an open goal. I completely messed it up. I didn't really take a touch. I just quickly tapped circle. I should have took a touch and then struck it, but the nerves got the better of me. I put it into the side net and I missed an open goal. So still 2-2. But in the 80th minute here, sorry, the 75th minute even, Scott Triggs gets on the ball and finds Kelvin. Kelvin goes down the right hand side, stops the ball to Bellspin, gets tackled by Friars, but the referee gives a penalty. So with 15 minutes to go, we've got ourselves a penalty. Friars isn't happy about it, but at first I thought it wasn't a penalty, but as you'll see on the replay, as Kelvin got tackled there, Friars went through the back of him in order to get the ball, which I don't even think he even got. So definite penalties, you'll see by the replay, and that means that Brian Carrasco against his former club can now make it Millwall 3, Spurs 2, and put ourselves back in the lead in this game. So it's Carrasco against our former goalkeeper Liali, and Carrasco slots it into the bottom corner, sends Liali the wrong way. It's Millwall 3, Spurs 2 in this epic game here at the Den. We are now up. It's 3-2. Brian Carrasco scores from the spot as he sends Liali the wrong way. It's 3-2 to Millwall, and again I really wanted to win this game, not just get the draw, and as things stood we were on course for an absolutely massive 3 points here at the Den in an early title clash. So 3-2, Carrasco gets the goal, and as you'll see here in the 82nd minute, Gareth Bale gets on the ball for Spurs as they try to score themselves the equaliser again. The ball gets played forward towards Christian Eriksen. He finds Gareth Bale. Bale takes a touch, and what a goal by Gareth Bale. And with 8 minutes to go, Bale makes it 3-3, and again Spurs are back on level terms. Gareth Bale was running rings around me in this game. He had 2 assists for Draxler's 2 goals, and now he got a superb goal as well. well. What a finish it was. Yes, it turned the last defender, Kevin Bartley, and he had a simple finish, sorry, not a simple finish, but a clear path to shoot. But even so, he's outside the area by a few yards, and that is just an absolutely wonderful strike. He smashed it with the outside of his left boot. It curls from right to left. It's going out of the sorry, it's going outside the post there, it's going into the stands. Instead it curls at the last second, and Bale makes it Millwall 3, Spurs 3, and Spurs are back on level terms again in this epic title clash. But again, from kickoff we try to respond. Kelvin finds the Ox down the left hand side, takes a touch and shoots. Liali saves it, but Robinson follows in and makes it Millwall 4, Spurs 3. We're back in front directly from kickoff. Glenn Robinson gets the goal against his former club. He just about squeezes it in to deny Liali from making a great double save. He makes it Millwall 4, Spurs 3 with just a few minutes to go, and surely we're going to win the game. Yes, we do, because the whistle goes there. We win by 4-3 in what is surely the game of the career mode so far. That was absolutely incredible. A 4-3 win over our former club, over our title rivals. We take a massive 3 points early on in the season indefinitely, in my opinion, the game of the career mode. What a fantastic game, and I completely lost my breath through that game, didn't I? But as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of career mode very soon.